Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best skateboard shoes.
Starting at number 5.
Gazelle ADV shoes. But Wolfel's favorite shoe of all time? The 3ST.002S, a style that Adidas only made briefly and was designed by Scott Johnson, whose tenure at the brand in the 90s and early 2000s spurred some iconic designs. The one I like to skate was the 002, Wolfel tells me. The Adidas 3ST.002 skated like a slip-on with no laces, but had way more support in the sole and rubber on the sides to catch the board better when doing ollies. It was a really technical shoe that people slept on. A few pairs are still bouncing around online, so cop yours for real IYKYK energy.
Coming at number 4.
Vans Unisex Old. From fresh out of the box, the Vans Old School feels ready to skate. There's almost zero break-in time thanks to the vulcanized sole, which also gives you a good feel of your skateboard's shape. The Old School's tried-and-true waffle sole design feels extremely grippy, whether that's on your deck or running up skate park ramps, and is durable enough to survive the constant contact with your board's grip tape. The lightweight and simple design makes them feel like they're an extension of your foot, which is helpful when it comes to doing any precise tricks. Vans makes a skate old school version that's made with better cushioning and reinforced materials, but this base model can still hold its own when it comes to skateboarding. You can't go wrong with the classic look of the Old School, and it doesn't hurt that it's one of the most widely available skate shoes in the world.
At number 3.
Lakai Mens Carroll. The Lai Carol is a remastered version of the legendary skateboarder Mike Carroll's first Lakai shoe, originally released in 2000. Now, over 20 years later, Lakai released this newer version built of the same upper but on a more contemporary XLK cup sole. These fit great and are very comfortable, with a thicker tongue than any of the others and a good amount of padding around the collar, helping to hold your foot in place and offering great support. The upper is a mix of suede and mesh. The suede wraps around the lower panels, providing protection and durability in the areas used most, and the mesh windows and mesh tongue allow for excellent ventilation. The XLK cup sole breaks in quickly and provides the best impact absorption of all the shoes we tested, and the outsole around the forefoot has a light grid pattern, which grips very well for tricks. The Carrolls are the only model in our review that offers lace protection, which further adds to their durability. These are not only some of the most breathable shoes we tested but also some of the most durable.
Number 2 of my list.
DC Mens Callus. The DC Callus Volk is an all-around great skate shoe and another updated version of a classic. Josh Callus' first DC shoe was originally released in 1999 and shared the same side panel with the Callus Volk, but the similarities stopped there. Compared to the Callus OG, the Callus Volk is much thinner, slimmer, and weighs less atop a much simpler vulcanized sole. This shoe is very comfortable and requires virtually no time to break in. It's ready to hit the board straight out of the box. The suede toe is great for flip tricks and held up really well during testing, giving it points in durability. The mesh tongue and collar give it adequate ventilation without sacrificing structure or integrity. The vulcanized sole is very grippy, and the insoles are plush and soft, providing some impact protection and making this one of the most comfortable shoes in the bunch. The Callus Volk's relatively thin sole means it's ready to skate right away. However, this could also be considered a drawback depending on the style of skating you do, as these shoes are not designed to withstand significant impact or abuse. Although they held up reasonably well and didn't initially exhibit indications of wear, they quickly lost their shape and became floppy. The absence of lace protection was the other major flaw. Even though most of the shoes we tested lack lace protection, this shoe's wider lacing has the potential to cause easier ripping or breaking of the laces. Overall, the DC Callus Volk is a decent skate shoe offered at an affordable price, resulting in a product with strong value. The Adidas Sealy is a comparable alternative, especially if you can find it on sale.
And number 1.
Emerica Men's Pilla. Our favorite overall skate shoe is the Emerica Pillar Mid. We love the ankle cushioning and support offered by this mid-top shoe, which also serves to hold the heel in place so it doesn't slip out. The sole is constructed of double-wrapped vulcanized rubber with rubber taping that extends up higher around the shoe's outer. This, along with the suede upper and rubber ollie guard, makes it one of the most durable shoes for flip tricks in our test group. Though they required a break-in period, after a day or two, they were comfy and offered a great board feel and good control. The forefoot tread has a deep dot tread, while the back part of the sole features a tighter pattern of lines that grips the board well and assists with flip tricks. Emerica is a skater-owned brand known for making quality skate shoes for decades, so it's no surprise that this model won our first-place skate shoe award. Since the Pilla is a mid-top with more material than the other models, it is slightly heavier, although not enough to make a noticeable difference when skating or to affect its ranking in our assessment. Most of the upper is suede, aside from the canvas tongue, so they can get rather hot, but the few small perforated areas provide some ventilation. The break-in period was a bit longer than most of the low tops, but they also held up longer, making it a pretty fair trade-off. The sole is somewhat thick, so the foot sits slightly higher above the ground, which can decrease stability. But fortunately, the footbed sank as the shoe broke in and formed to our foot. While the Pilla provides ankle support, the insole is very flat and offers little in the way of arch support. Those with pronounced arches may want to get a pair of top-rated aftermarket insoles. Overall, the Emerica Pilla is an excellent skate shoe that offers more support and protection than any of the others in our test fleet. We think it's the best option for high-impact skating and the pair we always reach for first. If you live in a hot part of the world and want a more breathable option, we recommend the Lai Carol.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.